Jamie, who just never seems to be in a dull fight, but as you can see from the fighters who are in front of you here, we have some of the most exciting talents in Irish boxing and indeed in British boxing right now. We've got a couple of tremendous matches. WBO European Lightweight Championship between Craig Evans, who's come through 3 terrific fights against Thomas Stalker, and he's up against somebody who is again never seemingly in a dull fight, up against Stephen Ormond from Dublin. Paddy Barnes alongside me, triple Olympian and bronze medalist in 2008, 2012. He's in his 3rd professional fight and going to be fighting already for the vacant WBO European Flyweight Championship against Silvio Oltanu, a former European champion from Spain, and another tremendous dust-up vacant IBF European Super Featherweight title between Carroll, who is going to be fighting Johnny Quigley, a Dubliner, against a Liverpudlian, both of them undefeated. As they say, the boxing cliche, somebody's O must go, but again it promises to be an outstanding fight. A professional debut for David Oliver Joyce from Mullingar in Westmeath, his professional debut, many times decorated as an amateur, 6 times the Irish senior champion, and any number of medals in the process. He's going to be making his professional debut. As well as that, Stephen Ward, who's fighting a light heavyweight contest, his 4th professional contest, and the big puncher Lewis Crocker, a welterweight. He's in his 2nd professional fight. And as well as that, a fellow who's not here today but will be fighting on the night. I'm happy to say that signing a professional contract with Frank Warren is Alex Dickinson, ABA champion, a very promising young heavyweight, and he will be making his debut against an opponent who is yet to be named. So we've got some outstanding talents here. Let's start with, first of all, a couple of guys down the bill. First of all, Lewis Crocker, who's going to be fighting for the 2nd time, international welterweight contest, a 4-rounder. Where are we? Lewis, 2nd fight here in Belfast. Belfast boy, looking forward to going again.
Yeah, definitely. It's great to be fighting in Belfast again. Such a great build. 17th of June was not that many weeks to go, so glad I can camp now and hopefully get the same result as last time.
Ray Ginley, your trainer, telling me that you have that priceless something. Somebody has the ability to punch.
Yeah, well, you know, some people say you're just born with it, or you can work on it, but I've never went into a fight with the intention to win points, and 17th of June won't be any different.
Have you always had that? Have you always gone in there as a fighter, even since you were a kid, knowing that you got the power?
Oh yeah, I always had the killer instinct, and I always wanted to take people out before. Never wanted to win points ever. The majority of my wins actually as an amateur were probably, you know, just under 3 rounds in distance, so that's what I expect no different.
So what's the secret? Speed, power, timing, all 3?
All 3, yeah, all 3.
So looking forward to going again and being in front of your home crowd.
Yeah, great support and stuff last time, and more people are going to come this time for sure, so definitely looking forward to this.
And also down the card, on a 6-rounder at light heavyweight, Stephen Ward, and your 4th professional fight, yeah?
Yeah, fourth fight.
3 out of 3 so far, all going according to plan, yeah?
Yeah, 3 out of 3, it's going well. Last fight was due to be a 6, but a couple of complications, so I ended up doing a 4-rounder, so I'm excited about doing the extra couple of rounds, looking forward to it.
What sort of a difference will that make going into a 6-round?
I think it's definitely going to be my favourite because, you know, it'll be a very, very accurate fighter, you know, punch-wise and stuff. I think the couple of rounds is going to give me a wee bit of advantage, you know, kind of potentially doing a bit more damage on boys. You train and presumably are based over in Manchester, Salford with Oliver Harrison. How tough's that being away from home? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard being away. 2 kids as well, you know, 1 year old. It's tough being away. You know, you miss them, but I definitely think it gives you that age. You know, it adds to it. It adds to sort of when you get the result. You know, that feel good feeling. And how well do you feel that you're coming along with Oliver? How quickly are you improving? Better than ever could have expected. I feel like being with like Rocky and Martin. I'm looking forward to, I'm actually heading over after this. I'm looking forward to getting back over. There's a real buzz in the gym at the minute, obviously, with wins from Rocky and Martin. And being just around them guys, just bringing me on loads and having all around the corner. It's just, I really feel like there's a lot more to come.
When you're talking about Rocky and Martin, Rocky Fielding and
yeah,
Martin Murray.
Martin Murray, yeah. So obviously they've been training hard and we've got a lot of other boys in the gym. So no, I'm excited to get over, be training with them and get a real buzz about it.
A buzz about the whole gym, and you'll be looking to thrive on the back of that, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, that's on the undercard. Stephen having his 4th professional fight, but a professional debut for the guy nattily dressed alongside him, David Joyce, I beg your pardon, who's having a 4-rounder at lightweight. And David, as an amateur, you've got a formidable track record, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done it all amateur, so now I want to bring it to the professional game and see how I've got on with this. You know.
How many amateur fights have you had for your country? Have you any idea?
I've done it since I've been boxing senior since I was 17, so I'd say I have a couple of hundred.
So what prompts you at the age of 30 to give the pro game a go?
Yeah, seeing all these guys on the table there beside me doing so well in the professional game and bringing in titles, and I know that I've got the ability to do the exact same thing as them guys. You know, I've done it in amateur, WSB, APB, so I had to wait to go to the games in Rio, see how we get on there, so time is right now.
Last 16 in Rio?
Last 16 in Rio, yeah.
And was it then you decided, right, I'm going to go pro?
Yeah, I didn't decide in Rio. I had to wait till I come home, you know, and took some time off, went on holidays, and then I seen Paddy and Mick making a move for it, so I said, maybe this is the right thing I need to do. So we went to the States and we came back home, and I got the deal I wanted, so it's time to...
You're fighting in a division in the lightweight where there's a huge amount of talent around Britain, never mind in the world. It's a talent-packed division, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it like that, you know, I like it to keep it competitive, you know, so I've been used to it, I've been doing it all my life, you know, and I've boxed some of the best boxers in the world, you know, I've sparred some of the best amateurs and professionals in the world, so I like to keep it competitive, I like the good weight, I know there's a lot of good boxers in the weight, but I want to be up there with them.
Without blowing too much smoke up your backside, you've got some great ways. You've beaten Carl Frampton, haven't you, as an amateur?
Yeah, we've boxed him in the past 4 times or something, so I've got 3 of them at the minute, so...
You'll love hearing that.
I've got 3 of them. Yeah, we had some great fights in amateur, so thankfully he's doing well in the professional game, so I wish him all the best.
And at your age, sorry to harp on about it, but you have to do things a little bit in a hurry, don't you?
Yeah, I don't have the time to be sitting back and relaxing. You know, I want to do this fast, and I've told the guys I want to do it fast. You know, I want to be pushed. I want to go fast. I want to get the right rounds in. I want to fight the times I want this time next year to be fighting for the title. You know, so I want to go the right way about it.
You think that it's realistic to think in terms of a year, and you're at that sort of level?
Yeah, I've got the ability, you know, I train hard, I put my head down on training, so I know this time next year if I go on the right track, do everything right the way I want to do it, I'll be fighting for a title next year.
We'll certainly look forward to seeing it. Now then, one of the surefire fights on the bill, which it's got to be a tremendous dust-up, is the vacant European super featherweight title fight between Carroll, who's perhaps got one of the best beards in Ireland, against Johnny Quigley here on my right, both of them undefeated. And so with you, Johnny, I mean, it's kind of good to be involved in a fight, isn't it, where you don't have to trash talk each other, you can see similarities in yourself and this guy, and really the fact that you're both undefeated, it kind of sells itself.
Yeah, it's a great fight. We're both unbeaten. Both hungry, and like you say, we don't have to trash talk because the fight sells itself. 2 unbeaten fights with putting it on the line. It'll be a good fight. It's going to be a great fight. In my eyes, it'll be the main fight of the night, and I can't wait to get the ball rolling.
Would you agree with that, John? It's kind of. Would you agree that it's one of those which sells itself?
Yeah, 100%. You know, stores make fights. I can adapt to any kind of style. I've proven that. I fought on prize fire and every single one of them fights I adapted, you know. So I'm never going to born a fight, and I've only heard good things about Johnny. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting fight. I'm looking forward, and like you say, someone's over as well. That's always interesting. But yeah, it's going to be a good night. Can't wait.
How much of him have you been able to see?
Well, not much. I only watched one video. There's not much out there on YouTube or anything, but to be honest, I've said to people before in the past, we're trying to be the best fighter that I can possibly be, you know. So because the fight that we've seen of him, it was years ago. I can't really take too much off it, and I don't want to be looking at him and saying, well, he does this and he does that, and then I might be surprised. So like I say, I'm good at adapting the styles. So I'll suss him out in a couple of rounds and then I stay here to 12 rounds or so. There's a lot of time, plenty of time, so I'm not in any rush. It's going to be an interesting fight, and the way of the fight, they keep me killed, so it's going to be good. But I'm never in a boring fight. It's always action packed. There's always plenty of punches thrown around. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But just looking at this card here, some amazing talent on this bill. So I'm really looking forward to bringing good big time boxing back to Ireland, you know. And it's good that we're fighting at home, you know. It's good not to have to leave the country to fight, you know. Maybe I've only fought once in Ireland and I've won 14 fights now. It's going to be 14, so it's good. It's brilliant. It's exciting, you know.
Johnny, what do you reckon about this fellow as a fighter? He says he's not seen too much of you. What about you of him?
He's a good fighter. He fought at a high level in there, I suppose, fought better performance. He won a prize fighter. But that being said, he's never boxed me, and I don't really take much interest in his boxing. He's won until he's boxed me, then it is what it is.
You come from a real fighting family, don't you? Fighting background. Tell people a bit about that.
Yeah, I'm the youngest of the three. My eldest brother Tony was a super middleweight British champion. My middle brother Nick got to the final prize fight and boxed the English title, and now I'm the youngest coming through now.
Are they going to be here to give you a bit of support?
Yeah, I'd expect so. My brothers, I hope so.
What about the whole prospect of fighting here in Ireland? You're obviously the away fighter. How much pressure does that put you under?
Huge amounts of pressure, but I love it. I love the fact that people class me as an underdog and being an away fighter, because that will get me up more for the fight. I like fighting when people don't expect me to win, you know what I mean? So it couldn't be any better for me, to be honest. I'm glad I'm the away fighter, and I just can't wait for it.
And great, finally, just an observation to both of you guys. You first, maybe, Johnny. You know, it's a fight which is, you could make an argument as a neutral. It could certainly go either way.
Yeah, of course, everyone's entitled to an opinion, and we've both got very different styles, but styles make fights, and I'm sure my style will be the right one to win.
John, just one thing there, you're saying his style. I have plenty of styles. My dad taught me as a kid growing up, if you're a one-dimensional fighter, then you're a beautiful fighter. So, I'm not saying he's a one-dimensional fighter, but I've never seen him talk up and I've never seen him fight. So, I can do it all. Every single thing I've been taught as a baby, how to box, how to fight, how to bring into the trenches. Literally anything he wants to do, we can do, and I'm sure it's now the best on every single round.
Well, it's going to be a good one to look forward to, I'm sure, as indeed will be Craig Evans against Stephen Ormond, WBO European Lightweight Championship this. Craig from Blackwood in Wales, as I said earlier, he's come through that trilogy of fights against Thomas Stalker, and I think he's kind of an underrated kind of fighter maybe. Stephen Ormond as well, we know, tough, come-forward fighter, always gives fantastic value, great to watch. And boys, I suspect that as a one to enjoy as a fight fan, start with you, Stephen, this can't fail, can it?
No, it's going to be an exciting fight, you know. I know Craig is being the same undercards, Frank Burton shows, but not respect him, but it's going to bring out the best of me. It's going to be a great fight, and a great time for TV, you know, fans.
And like yourself, he's a tough boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very tough, you know. He comes to fight and like me, so it's going to be explosive.
You've been working with Terry Flanagan, haven't you, quite a lot?
That's right, yeah, the last few weeks now.
And how's that experience sharpened you up?
Well, it's good, you know, because he's southpaw as well, so it's good to get kicked into straight away, you know. But no, it's been great. It's been a very good experience for me. So.
Are you going into this fight thinking, at this stage of your career, this is one I've simply got to win?
Yeah. I have to win. I believe I have to, so I'm going to put the performance on to make sure it happens, you know. But yeah, so it's one of those fights for me.
And what's the secret, so far as you're concerned? See if you can live at the intensity that
stay
you
on
bring.
the chocolate.
Say again?
Stay on the chocolate. Get skinny.
That goes for all of us as well.
No, it's just got to put the head down, you know. It's get everything right, you know. So, for tune myself in.
And Craig, your thoughts about Stephen? You obviously know him well. From talking to you earlier on, I mean, this is a fight which can't fail, isn't it? It's going to be a real stormer of a fight.
Oh, it's definitely going to be. I think it's going to be fight of the night. Both like the fight, rate him really well. I've spoken with him and gone along with him all the time because I've been on the same cards with him as he said, and it's now a fight that everyone is going to be a storm in the fight like.
And while he's been sparring with Terry Flanagan, you've been sparring with Liam Walsh, who's got his own big fight coming up before too long down at the Copper Box. How did you get on against him, or how have you been getting on?
It's been great sparring. He's on top of his game in a minute. He's really sharp, looking really good, and he's bringing the best out of me in sparring. Like.
And your whole gym at the moment is on something of a roll, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. We are great sparring down here. We got the two Selby brothers. And it's just great to be in the ring to share the ring with Lee Selby, like world champion. It's great to be sparring guys like that.
So what's the key for you against Stephen Ormond? Because he's going to be fighting rather differently to Liam Walsh, isn't he? It's going to be a different style. He's going to be right in your face.
Yeah. And well, he's an aggressive fighter. He's a big puncher, and I'm going to be training for that. So well, it was whatever happens on the night, and. I'm confident I can beat him, obviously, but he's obviously going to feel the same, so it's going to be a good fight for the fans, and I'm really looking forward to it.
He's saying this is one he can't afford to lose, or maybe it's me who said that and he's kind of agreed with it, but for you this is potentially a big breakthrough fight, isn't it? People take notice of you.
Oh yeah, definitely. You see the likes of Derry Matthews, which is a good fighter, and it's, if I go in the ring now and beat Stephen Ormond, it's a good name back on my record. Like.
And a very, very different style to Thomas Stalker. It's showing you can beat an aggressive fighter, whereas Thomas was more of a technical fighter.
Yeah, definitely. He comes forward all the time, Stephen, and he's aggressive, he's hard hitter, he's a good fighter. I do really rate him. But it's what happens on the night. So I'm confident I'll beat him.
I think it'll be an excellent fight, and it's again, it's one of those where you say who's going to win. And as a commentator, I could say I'm not really sure, which is what you want to see, isn't it?
It's a great undercard. It's great card altogether. You know, it's going to be very good with fans. I'm looking forward to it. He's looking forward to it. It's going to be explosive.
And we'll have the face-to-face when you're behaving impeccably, of course, in just a minute or two.
Yeah.
Now, that remains with the two guys to either side of me. First of all, Paddy, who's going to be fighting for the vacant WBO European Flyweight title, and Paddy getting that in just your third professional fight. It's all moving along quickly.
Yeah, that's it. You know, the first two fights, fought two journeymen, and I did terribly against them. So it's either fail another one, if it's just as bad, or take a step up in class and fight somebody for something meaningful, like the WBO European title. So I'm really looking forward to fighting this guy who's been European champion 3 times. He's fought for the world title, so he's good at home.
You are your own harshest critic. Where do you feel that you want to improve?
Just, you know, I think I need to maybe bring it a little bit, slow it down and start punching a bit harder because, you know, I'm all just punching too fast and not fucking them hard too much, you know what I mean? So they just sat down and punches a lot more and hopefully start taking the body down here.
Is there an element of maybe you wanting so much to look good and for people to take notice?
Yeah, that too, because, you know, it's my first fight, and, you know, the first 2 fights were in Belfast, so it's about pleasing the fans. You know, at the end of the day, this isn't a sport, it's a business, and it's you guys are really good and build a fan base. And some first two fights, I maybe tried a bit too hard on my debut anyway, but this fight, fighting a good seasoned opponent who let me make mistakes, so it's up to me to put the performance.
Have you been able to see much of him? Have you watched him much?
Yeah, I've watched him a few times. He fights like a, you can say a bad keeper when he is, but he comes forward and I always say I can be ballsy as well, but I think he'll be a good fight. I hope not, but I think he will. And
at the end of it, if you take this, then it's a significant step forward, isn't it? Because, you know, people say, you know, what does the belt mean? If you get that, you get the ranking, and it's a key to having more big fights.
Yeah, the belt means nothing whatsoever to me. You know, I've been European champion as an amateur, which is harder. It's harder to win an amateur title than it is the private title. But it's less fancy, you need more to spell. But if I beat this guy, get that belt, I'll be into 15 of WBO. Soon Jimmy is number 1, so it's a step closer to him.
A step closer to fulfilling an ambition to fight for a world title, 100%. Or to win a world title.
100%.
And what about this bill, when you look at it? I mean, some of the other lads have talked about the depth of talent there. This is a cracking bill, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cracking bill. There was some great players on it. And now Jamie Conlan, so...
Well, Jamie, last but certainly not least, you're never in a dull fight, it seems, and here, back on the bill again, in front of your own people, and moving that little bit closer, maybe towards that dream of a world title shot.
Yeah, just hopefully a nice easy night tonight on June 17th. The bill's a cracking bill. The lads can carry this one. It's 3 fantastic fights for all titles. I just hope Paddy has black eyes, busted nose, after this one, not me. So I'm nice and unscathed after this one.
You do have an ability to make seemingly every fight into a drama. The last one was extraordinary again. Was there a point in that fight when you actually thought, this is going wrong, this is going wrong?
No, there was actually a point in the fight where I was going, this is going too right. It was after 6-7 rounds, I was going, this is nice, they're going to have no black eyes going to New York here. And then he just hit me, and just, okay, they're going to have one now.
But you got through it. Do you always feel in control when you go through those rocky moments? Because we seem to have had so many incredibly dramatic fights that you've been in, and you find a way.
No, it just kind of, you deal with the circumstances that you're dealt with. You know, that one I couldn't see with the blood dropping into my eye. Just the way it was falling for a round and a half, I think it was, and I just knew that if I can get through this and get this away and just get it through, I'll be grand, get back to the corner, I'll be fixed. And we things they got there, you take it round by round, you don't see it as a 12 rounder, you just see it round by round by round by round, deal with the problem that's in that round, a new problem will rise, maybe the next one, or you'll finish the job.
So the ambition this time, a nice, comfortable, straightforward, non-bruising, non-cut 8-rounder.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway, but hopefully it will be. It should be. It really should be, because the next one after this is the big one. This is what I've been working on my life for, and this is to stay relevant, to stay active, to stay in the gym, to stay learning every day, going through the camp with Paddy and the lads, and working on what I've got to do, not just for this one, but for the next one.
Well, what's the state of play on that one, Jamie? Because everybody, you know, we seem to have been talking about it forever, don't we, about moving on towards the world title fight. Is it really around the corner now?
Yeah, well, we're, Matt and the team are in negotiations with Top Rank at the minute. It seems like it's all go for after the summer. Rex So was the Hong Kong fella. He's going to be the opponent. And
that would be for a vacant
WBO World title is what it looks like. The WBO champion is making a final defence at the end of May. It's a possibility that they could be forced to make one in September. And if that happens, myself and Michael will make a big fight here, make a big build here in November.
Well, that would be September. That would be sensational. I mean, as brothers, to have the pair of you on a bill here in Belfast, probably at the Odyssey Arena, that would be dreamland, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I think it would be a lot more harder work for me, because for me he's still my little brother. So if he's in the ring, I'm more nervous for that fight than I am for my own fight, even though I know what I'm going to go through or who I'm fighting, and I know what he can do. But you always have to look out for your little brother. So more nervous, and it'll be a nightmare for me prior to the fight. During the fight, it'll be a dandy.
I've got a feeling that your little brother can probably look after himself. So what about you against Rex? So is that a fight that you would welcome? How about that as a style clash? Are we going to see the usual Conlan war if that happens?
Usually I say before the fight that this is what's going to be nice and handy, and I'll take it easy and we'll work and it won't be no drama. But I think with Rex, so he's the only one I look at and I say he's a mirror image of myself. He comes and he fights, he gets trapped, he gets cut, he gets hurt, he gets up and he finds a way to win. He's unbeaten in however many fights he's in, and he just has that kind of grit and determination. We both lack maybe technical ability of being superstars like the like of Michael and stuff, but we have that something else that's inside us that will make us fight to the end, and I believe that this fight will be one of them ones that will be a barn burner. I know I'm going to have to prepare myself mentally for 10, 12 weeks, physically, more than mentally. You're going to have to put your body through torment to be ready for this fight.
And to win it, that's a lifetime ambition, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it's life changing. You know, I do this not for me, I do this for my family. I do this for the future. To bring a world title brings in bigger purses, bigger paydays, more food on the table for my family, bigger houses, nice and the stuff that they need. And for the kids and stuff, it's stuff that I want to do for the future for them, is to make their life a lot easier. So he's not fighting me, he's fighting a lot of us.
And when you lastly look at this card and the fact that you're here again in Belfast in what promises to be a great night of boxing, I mean, it shows a tremendous strength in boxing over here in Belfast, over here in Ireland.
Yeah, this one I'm looking forward to get in, get the job done and sit back and relax and enjoy the lads there. I think Paddy's fight will be a fantastic fight. Jono and Johnny Quigley will be a fantastic fight, and Stephen Ormond. These are made for TV fights. You know, I don't have to do the hard work on the 17th that these ones do. And I think the ability of Joyce turning pro is it's a joy to behold. I've said for years he's one of the best amateurs with the most professional style to come through, and I think it's going to be a fantastic ride with him and Lewis Crocker as well, Stephen Ward also.
Yep, it looks like being a terrific night of boxing. 17th of June, next month, on BoxNation. I'm looking forward to it massively, and hopefully there's going to be a big crowd turnout in support, because there are some outstanding fights, as Jamie tells you. You've got all the guys in front of you now, so I'll throw it open to the floor for the moment. Any questions to the fellas that you'd like to put now for them to answer?
Paddy, third fight, going from 6 rounds to, is it 10 or 12 this one?
Thankfully it's 10, it says this week.
I mean, naturally some people would see this as a massive gamble because it is such a step up. How do you view it? Do you see it as any sort of gamble?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I do, because you know, I've never planned 6 in my life. So I think it's just hard when I train in the gym. So I've got fuckers around me, Jamie, who've experienced like fighting for 12 rounds, so I can feel timing. So let me know what it's like and hard I kind of pace myself not there. But you know, I think I'm experienced enough to deal with an opponent. I know myself that who I'm fighting, or be world champion or no one. No, he's only human, so I'll be training harder than him, so I'll be fitter than him, I think. So no matter what he can bring to the table, I'm always going to be better.
Do you think that would be a key part of the training, is doing the extra rounds, pacing it, judging it?
Yeah, I think that could be a factor in the fight, though, pacing the fight, but I just hope that I don't get too excited in the night and try and blast them away, because I could get tired after a second.
Any more for any more?
I think this will bring the best out of you, Paddy.
Most definitely, you know, this guy, other the first two opponents, you know, he's coming to win. The first two didn't. You know, we're joking about, you know, and you know, I wasn't nervous. I had no fear going to the ring. But this guy here is a winning record. You know, he's ex-European champion. He's fought for the world title. So he's not going to lose to somebody who's 2-0. You know, so he's coming to win. That excites me.
Jamie, given your recent history of having tough fights, was there a temptation to sidestep this fight and go straight to the big one? 'Cause you have been pretty busy still.
Yeah, but that's something I haven't had in my career. I've always been stop and start and never really continually active. MTK, they kind of said we wanted to be active as much as you can, and I think it benefits me so much to be in camp. You know, I'm learning not just for, as I said, not just for this fight, but for fight, the big fight and fights in the future. So working, now I've got Paddy and Rand Farag for sparring is fantastic, you know, so the gym is buzzing. We're all around the kind of same weight, so we're all learning and picking wee things off each other, and it's great to be around.
And you'll go to Spain this week?
Yeah, we'll go to Spain. We're all going this week. We're going to start our camp over, and it's great. You see Tyson Fury and Billy Joe Saunders are already there, and Paddy's going to join that Queen Mason parade, I'm sure.
Stephen, how quickly do you want to get into title action and get Irish title? Any thoughts on how quickly you can get to that point?
As quick as I can, to be honest with you. As I say, the last fight was going to be a 6-rounder. Of course, a couple of things happened. We had to make it a 4-rounder. The plan is get this 6 and potentially after this one move up to 8. You know, fitness never seems to be a problem with me. And being over in Manchester, I'm learning loads and I'm learning how to adapt almost. So hopefully the sooner the better. I'm sure with having MTK behind me, they'll be able to get me there soon.
Any more?
Jamie.
Lewis. Sorry. Lewis. You had a few hand problems in you after your debut?
Slight injury, but all good match, but it's all good.
What was it, bruising, or did you need
surgery? No, just a bruising on the knuckle, so it was.
Second, sorry?
Just bruising on the knuckle. Just couldn't train for a couple of weeks, but all good now.
How did you do it? Banging?
Yeah, hit that hard.
Sorry, go on. Sorry, shut up.
There's another big show in Belfast in June, and obviously people have been really firms and they might not be able to go to both. Could you sum up why they should choose to go to the show in the second?
Well, you only need to look at the fights that you've got here. You've got level fights, you've got competitive fights, and you've got, in my opinion, fights which can't fail. You know, what's the top of the bill for a start? It's very difficult to say. Craig Evans and Stephen Ormond, you just know that it cannot fail as a contest. Stephen's never in a dull fight. Craig's the same sort of fighter. You know, they will come forward and they will collide. That is an absolute guaranteed terrific fight. Jono and Johnny Quigley, again, they've got so much to gain from winning that. Whoever comes through that is making a bit of a statement and is moving on to the next level, and whoever loses it, it's a significant setback. And then you look beyond that, you've got Paddy Barnes, you've got Jamie Conlan, you've got David making his debut. I think it's an outstanding bill. The last one was a very good one, which delivered. This, I think, is better, because you've got those 2 fights at the top, which are guaranteed fights which are like that. You know, who's the stronger? Who's the stronger? I don't know. If you were a bookmaker, who do you make as the favourite? They're difficult calls, and that's the definition of a good fight.
Jamie, we've seen you in some life and death fights on BoxNation. It's been very entertaining. How do you think you'll handle a more routine sort of fight on the 17th of June?
That's a good question, James.
He'll make it a war. Push. He'll make it a war.
I don't know, because I kind of need that wee bit of fear in me before I get in the fight. So they give me a wee bit of extra adrenaline to get up for the fight. But I just got to prepare in camp and prepare the best of the ability of what I've got, and go in and just do the job. Stay professional. Focus on what this one means. This one, alright, it's near around the fight, but it's potentially a banana skin for everything to come. So you got to look at every fight now as a world title fight. The opponent might not strike fear into me or make me get up like and really be nervous, but I can make myself and put pressure on myself to make myself perform to a level that warrants a world title fight and makes it a wee bit more personal.
So we should expect drama then?
Not of me, of Paddy. I just want this guy battered.
Danny Vaughan was appreciated right now.
Danny
must be a nervous wreck.
Danny and my father, I think they have puddles of sweat after. And when you're in the change room after, I'm pretty upbeat. Obviously, I've just won, and I'll always kind of catch Danny in the corner of my eye, sitting in the corner, semi-shaking of how did I go through it. Well, he wasn't in the ring, I was in the ring, you know. So it's for the people around me. I think yes, better, but we have big plans in the future, and this cannot scupper them.
Thank you.
Any more for any more?
Yes, can you describe the sort of reaction you got from your debut at social media and that, just the general public?
Yeah, it was great. You know, I had great support. Always had great support actually, which is brilliant to have. Social media was flying. I had brilliant support at the fights as well. You know, anywhere I was going, there was people coming up with their kids and stuff, and asking for photos. And for me, like, you know, I'm just a kid myself. You know, it was heartwarming. It was great, and for me to do that for someone, like, just smile your face that way, it was great to see. So, you know, I have an effect on people now, like the way Jamie does and Paddy. So, I want to progress my career and hopefully be at the top of it all the game too.
Any more? Okay, well, we'll have some face-to-face photographs when we move all the microphones away, and all the guys are available for doing one-on-one interviews or talking to you for your articles or whatever. Thank you very much for coming here, and just to reiterate what I just said, June the 17th cannot fail as a really top show. I'm looking forward to it, and I very much hope that I see everybody here on the night. Tell all your friends and family, and let's pack the place out. Thank you very much for coming.